Benjamin Franklin once said, by failing to prepare, you prepare to fail. I find this so true in all aspects of life. Can you recall a time where you started a project and did little to no preparation? I bet that was a disaster. This is the art of preparation. Stay with me. I was recently reading the parables of the 10 virgins. Five of them were described to be silly and ill prepared. The other five were described to be smart and taking extra oil with them. A backstory to this is they were waiting on a groom. He did not arrive at the expected time, but when he did arrive, the smart maidens, they trimmed and refilled the lamps, getting ready to leave with him. The silly virgins asked their counterparts for some oil, and they said to them, nope, we're not giving you our oil. We don't think we have enough. Go get yours. They left to go get their oil. By the time they got back, the groom and the smart maidens had gone. They went and knocked on the groom's house, and the groom was like, get away from here. I do not know you. Now, when you take note of this story, they were waiting on an opportunity. But by the time the opportunity came, they weren't prepared and they missed it. As I read this, I understood by the Spirit of God two things that He was highlighting to me to enable you and I prepare effectively towards a desired goal. The very first thing would be identify your what, your why, and the value of the desired goal. Your what is the end goal that you have in mind. Your why is the purpose of that project. It's the reason you're embarking on achieving that project in the first place. And the value is the worth that you place on it. When a thing is valued, you are determined to put all the effort to work towards gaining that thing, maintaining it, or even improving the value of that thing from its former state. Just like gold, for example, gold is always increasing in value. So, what sort of value do you place on that responsibility, on that goal, on that task, on that project? The second thing would be prepare towards the goal and beyond. Listen, it's good to prepare towards the end goal, but I believe it's even better to prepare beyond the goal that you currently have. I believe that this helps you identify the resources that you need and also helps you identify potential risks, losses, and obstacles that could offset delays. For instance, the smart virgins, they were ready. They had thought beyond the expected time and they took extra oil just in case. I really wondered, like, what went through their mind? Why did they think to take extra oil? What's the difference between the two virgins? Why did the silly virgins just take oil appropriate for the time frame that they expected? What's the difference between these two maidens? Or with the silly maidens, why did they not risk assess in that moment? So the groom now has not come at the expected time. Why did they feel like the oil that they had was going to be enough? What was their rationale? I was asking myself all of these questions. But the point, just like the Bible said, is they were ill prepared. They did not think beyond. They only thought about just the moment, the goal. They did not think about the potential risks, delays, life, because life happens. There's some times where we set ourselves towards working towards certain goals, achieving, things by 10 months or in a year or 2 years. And sometimes it doesn't happen like that. So we need to be realistic with ourselves. And I feel like these maidens were really naive and just for some reason just missed an opportunity. And that's to say that when you're not prepared, an opportunity can pass you by. This is the art of preparation.